it's me again, Trish Juliano, and welcome back to Complete Autocad Training Course for 2D and 3D. And for today's lesson, we are going to discuss the layer and all about property lines and firewall. So these are the layers that we have made from lesson 14. And for today's lesson, we will do this property line and firewall. We will use this figure for our activity. So again, the property line with line type of Phantom 2 and line weight of 0.25. Hey, let's go to CAD. These are the guidelines that we have made from our previous lesson. Okay, so in the command line, type LA for layer. So these are the layers that we have made. And we have the property line here, the prop LN. So let's look for so this one. We have Phantom 2 for line type and 0.25 for line weight. So now, let's close this window. Now to convert this, we have these guidelines, and to convert this into property line, we need to select the layer prop LN. So that is for our layer for our property line. So it will be our current layer. So as you can see now, our current layer is the prop LN or the property line. So let's convert these lines or this line into property line. So we select this, and then from guideline layer, we can see this, change it to prop LN. So click this, and then we select the prop LN. Okay. So let's turn off the layer of guidelines. So let's turn it off. So now this is our property line. Now turn on the guidelines again. Okay. So this leftmost line is also a property line, and also this one and this one. So all these lines are property lines. And to make this into a property line, convert this into property line, we can match these properties into this line by clicking this icon or type MA in the command line. So MA for match properties. And then we select the source, which is this line. And then all of the lines that we are going to select or the destination objects will be converted into property lines. Okay. So let's turn off the guidelines again so we can see the property lines. Okay. So now these are the property lines, and this is the whole property of based from our figure. So next is the firewall. In our figure, so let's see the figure. This rightmost line here is our firewall or our wall, external wall. So from this figure, we can see that the thickness requirement is 0.15 for external wall and 0.10 for internal wall. Okay, so let's go back to CAD and let's make firewall. Okay, so we select the firewall. Where's the firewall? Okay, we select this to make it the current layer. So for the firewall, we need to offset this line. So type O for offset. And then the specific offset distance is 0.15. So that is based on our figure 0.15. That is the thickness of our external wall. And then click on the left side. So we need to convert these lines into firewall. So first, select the object. And then select the firewall in our layer. Okay. So these two lines are now converted into firewall. And then try to turn off the property line. We're gonna turn off the property line. And then we close this figure, both ends of these lines, using the line command. So type L, and then the other one. And now this is our firewall. So turn on again the guidelines and the property lines. Guidelines and property lines. Okay. So that's the concept of layer. So if you want them to see, just turn on the layer. So if you don't want to see the guidelines, just turn it off again. So if you don't want to see the guidelines only, you can turn it off. And if you don't want to see the property lines, you can also turn it off. And let's bring them all back by turning it on again. Okay, so that is how we make our property line and our firewall. Okay, so that's all for today's lesson. And thank you for watching. See you on the next videos.